Okay, welcome back to Thunderscape. Last time we managed to pretty much clear out the entire troll caves and also defeat the King Droog, the king of the trolls. And right now I think we're just going to head back to the shop and selling some of the excess items that we have and see if we can get some better equipment. Oh, these. Guess the game has respawned some trolls in here. Actually, yeah, if we go through this room, we can also find a way that the entrance. Rock lizards. Acid burning. Oh. Yeah, this one I can see. This is the little cave section where we fought our first rock lizards a couple of episodes ago. Guess the game has really spawned more of these rock lizards. There seems to be quite many of them now. Oh, even more. Guess we missed one in the corner. Okay, careful now with the acceleration. The cave is filled with the pungent smell of animal sweat and litter. I think we're getting this message again. Okay. Yeah, actually I will we'll reuse the same save slot over here. It'll be 24. Yeah, didn't take any damage fortunately. Oh. Guess because the cycles are down to about 10%, so now there's less issues with the acceleration and with fall damage. Except now. Oh, okay. Actually, this is the item that we dropped the last time we were visiting the shop. It was Gonkar's chest piece. And when we got a new one.
Good to see you again. And still breathing. It seems you have a better instinct for survival than I thought. Now, what can I do for you?
Yeah, we can definitely sell some items. Oh, short sword. Yeah, we'll sell the short sword. Bastard sword. Yes. Yeah, even the shield. Delias. Well, let's see the values. Yeah, that's the most valuable, so presumably also does the most amount of damage. So we'll keep the Morning Star. for the sake of keeping a blunt weapon. So, oh, there's the all pike and a spear we've been carrying for a long time now. And gun, chest piece, kukri. Yeah, let's just sell it. Yeah. Broadsword, short bow, and Bird has quite the selection of these clubs, so okay. Let's see, we have almost 14,000 gold pieces. It would still be enough to buy a magic battle axe, but we could afford this magical longsword if we wanted. We could get this one for Theros. Should we get it? Yeah, let's definitely, upgrade a weapon for Theros. He's got this normal longsword, so now he gets a magical one. Which again, gives a bonus of 25 to that skill. And in fact, we can just sell the previous weapon. And let's buy the ring leg armor for Turok. And I think now we still have the money, so we could buy even ring armor for Bert. Yeah, and we'll sell the items that we don't need. Some of these armor pieces. We're down to about 3,000 gold. Let's see. I mean, we could buy maybe a couple of potions if we wanted. Stocking up on healing items, although pretty much everyone in our team knows the heal spell. So I guess there isn't really any need for that. A shield, well, no, don't need a shield. In fact, I think this is about it. Although, if we wanted, we could sell the blood staff for a whopping 16,800. I mean, just for the sake of looking at the stats, I can identify this blood staff. So, plus 25 the skill, and as I mentioned, after we got this item, that it also increases resistance to poison damage. Maximum damage 22, minimum strength of 8, 6 to 16 blunt damage. So, pretty solid weapon.
Goodbye, friend.
Yeah,
I'll be with you,
I think this is
but watch your back.
enough of shopping for now.
All the same.
So let's just make a save and go back to head back to the caves, troll caves. I mean, and the reason why I wanted to. Oh, I guess now because the cycles are so down that now even if I want to kind of do a little super jump, I'm not capable of. So, Let's just try. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage, but we didn't make it. We made it so, and we survived. So I'm perfectly happy with that. Okay, enter. Return to the troll caves. Navigate. Oh yes. Well, I think we can see the outline of the little pit there. Uh, I think memory serves. The Drook's little uh, Drook's place was here. Pull the lever, yeah. Of course, this time we don't have to re-enter the password. Yeah, and LP26. Okay, time to move on to basically the next major area in the game, which is the Vanguard Keep. The acrid stench of smoke and rotting corpses fills the stairwell beyond the doors. Do you enter the Vanguard Keep dungeons or stay? Yeah, let's enter. Yeah. Oh, this little bridge over there. Maybe if we... Oh. You notice movement in of the wall ahead of you. A hideous shape that seems more shadow than substance.
I thought the Radiant Order would attempt something foolish, and here you are, a fly caught in my web. Before you die, know that my master's army has taken Skellon's Pass. The pitiful remains of your order will soon be eliminated. Nothing you do here can make the slightest difference. You shall simply perish.
And that lovely little figure was the Dark One. He's basically the end boss for this section, or this dungeon over here. But it's gonna be a little while before we get to meet him in person. Before that, we have a rather extensive dungeon to deal with. And if we kind of look down there, a little pit, there's actually some like rats, sewer rats down there. If we kind of just stick to this little ledge over here, and yeah, once again we have the see secret skill kicking in, and you find a secret door in the east wall, and you find this little secret room with a potion of cure disease and 2 levers. So if we pull these levers, what does it do? It extends the bridge, and then it opened the gate over here. Let's have a look at here. Sparks of electricity jolt you as you cross the grate. Yeah, so basically when we walked over this grate over here, Turok here actually got a little bit of shock damage. You know, there's a secret door to the south, so even more secret doors. And there's a katana, Fusion potion of cure disease. Let's give that to Delias, and we have yet another unique item in here. This one's called the Dreamer. And as you can see, it's a rather peculiar looking staff. It has this kind of blue shaped ball or face on top of it. And while it does give some boost to your skill, it's actually only about 15 points. So, and actually that also means that because 150 is the critical limit for those extra attacks, well, so basically meaning that with this weapon, Philo could normally hit only once, and then with the haste spell active, then 2 times. So, for now we'll just hold on to this item, but yeah, it's a nice thing to have. Basically what the Dreamer's staff does is that every time you hit someone with that, they have to resist magic or they will fall asleep. Which is, makes sense if you consider the name of the item. Yeah. Cellar rats. Oh, Philo missed 3 times. She had 3 attacks and she missed 3 times. Of course, the sewer rats, while they only have about 50 hit points, so they are very weak, but at the same time, they are a little bit hard to hit. Hard to target. Oh. Guess we were about to get some more shock damage. Portcullis. Open this one. Rats scurry into the shadows of the mess hall with their blunder of rotten crumbs. Guess the sea secret skill is not activating, but in fact, if you kind of put your hand into the grate over here, you reach into the grate and find a key. Konkar puts the key, storage room key, into his pack. Trolls. Yep. Konkar can do Berserk, Delias, Mighty Blow, Feint. And Bird can do a Mighty Blow, yeah. Yeah, these troll warriors are a little bit more difficult to hit than normal trolls. Yeah, even Bird is missing both hits. And the little key that we actually found, it opens this door. This is the keep storeroom. The rank smell of rancid onions fills the storeroom. There's a potion of cure disease, another cure disease, and herbal remedy. Now these herbal remedies, these are kind of interesting items. Basically what they do is they give you a permanent boost to to your health, to maximum health. Plus 6 points. Konkar has 130, 144, 164, 155, so actually Konkar has the least amount of hit points, even though he's the big warrior with a very high health score. He hasn't actually managed to accumulate too many hit points, so we'll give him the herbal remedy. And I'll continue exploring cell block E. Cell block F, yeah, these are the cell blocks. Cell blocks. Cell block A. A sudden movement in the cell to the east draws your attention.
Who's there? Not a nocturnal, are you? I never thought I would see another friendly face again. Please, if you shut off the power, you could open the cell doors. There might be a key to the control rooms and the jailer's quarters to the southwest. Please hurry. It's almost feeding time.
Oh, that poor man is being captured by the nocturnals. And apparently, they are doing horrible things to him. So he asked us to find a key so that we can open the cell control room doors. Yeah. Well, this is, I guess, the jailer's quarters he was talking about. Oh. I think those trolls are preventing us from entering the room. Oh, come on, Delias. Miss. Bird misses. And 146. Still a very impressive amount of damage for just one hit. There you go. Jailer's note. Let's have a look at this one. The scroll appears to be a schematic of the prison's cell power system, tapping into the energy of the shield beacons. The cells are kept locked by the power flow, which also makes any attempt at forcing or picking the cell doors quite painful. Great attention also seems to have been paid to the system's safety measures, where any break in the power flow causes the main gates to lock down. Yeah, so a little note explaining about how the kind of the cell locks, how they function, and also hinting, basically mentioning that, of course, right now the cell roll, kind of the main gate of this place is now locked down because there are kind of disturbances in the power flow to some of the cells, and only if the power flow or the power flows to all the cells, then that basically opens the main gate. And it's kind of there's a little hint about what you need to do in order to proceed from this section. Once sleeping quarters for the guards, the halls now reek with the offal of careless trolls. Go to this little room over here. We actually have the cell control room key. Now this is the key that one prisoner was talking about. So let's go and take a look at the cell control rooms. Okay, so that key allowed us to open this one of there's basically 4 cell control rooms over here, and this is the first one. Sparks crackle as electrical contact is made for cell block D. Well, of course, if we want to let out the prisoner, then we're gonna want to cut the power flow. So I have to switch it again. Electricity arcs across the switch as you disconnect the power to cell block D. This one is now disconnect to C. Open these. Disconnect to B. And disconnect to A. Okay, so that's at least cells at this site taken care of, so let's go and meet with the prisoner again.
Have you found the key yet? Please, get me out of here before they feed me to the beast.
Don't worry, my good man. We'll get you out of here.
Oh, thank you. I have nothing to give in thanks but this. There's a brick in the corridor that unlocks a secret passage in the jailer's quarters.
Really?
That is where they keep the loot they take from their victims. Your courage will give me the strength to escape this dungeon. Thank you.
Godspeed, man. Oh, we're gone. Check out some of these cells. Now that they're no longer powered, there's no more power flow in here, and it means that we should have now. It should be now be safe to inspect these cells. Oh, cure disease. Well, we'll give that to Bird, sure. I think the room where I'm playing this game is a little bit bright because of the sunlight coming in, so I'm having a little bit of trouble kind of seeing things on the screen. Oh, there's a rat over there. Yeah, we'll just fight the rat. One more hit. And there's a little brick. Now this is what the prisoner was talking about. This brick should unlock a secret room where the Nocturnals are keeping their loot, so you notice the faint outline of a door in the wall to the southeast. Potion of cure disease, a rapier, so a little upgrade to Turok's weapon, major heal potion, and a musket. But this musket is already a pretty powerful firearm. But right now Turok has mainly just been using fencing swords. Oh yeah, let's go now. Let's go and pick the loot. So yeah, we use the prick on this little empty space over here. It opens the secret door. The wall sounds hollow. Indeed it does. This one just has coins, yeah. And there are also some loot chests over here that have random drops of treasure. So, for the sake of it, let's just make a save and see if we get something nice. Leather boots, long spear. Maybe we can do a little better than just leather boots. Fur leg armor. A little better. Plate pot helm and... Okay, yeah, I think we can live with a plate pot helm, so... Give that one to Delias. And yeah, I know it's a little cheesy to be kind of... it's a little cheesy to be kind of using this kind of saving and reloading. But I don't care. I like getting better loot. Besides, it's this sort of random chests are kind of the way to, especially at the early game, to have access to like pieces of plate mail. Otherwise, you'd have to wait for some time. Chain coif, ring leg, plate leg. Yeah, plate leg armor. We'll give that to Konkar. Chain coif. Yeah, maybe to Philo. I can live with that. LP29. Let's see if we can get maybe something like a plate chest piece. Leather boots, katana. Yeah, reload. Leather cap, claymore. Fur chest. No. Come on. Fur chest again and a warhammer. No. Leather cap, quarterstaff. No. Come on, give me a plate mail. Throw me a ball. Chain chest. Oh, you know what? Chain chest. I can live with chain chest. Oh, you already had a chain chest. Oh, okay, Elias. He gets a chain chest, yeah. Okay, so we didn't get any more plate mail, but we did get a chain mail chest piece, so that ought to be good enough. Okay. Now, as the little note that we found suggests, in a little backward way, all the power to the cells must be connected if you want to proceed. So flip all of those and then go to this side and just make sure these are all connected. So that's now made. Disconnect. So made. Made. And made here. Okay. So now all the power to the cell doors should be back online. So if we head north, yeah, these little blue lights over here, when they're dark blue, that indicates that power is on, and all the separate little dots, they sort of represent each of the cells. So right now we're ready to flip this switch to proceed to the next section of the dungeon or next portion. But I think this is enough for this time. I mean, when we come back, we'll flip the switch and we'll go and explore the whatever is behind this gate over here. So, see you next time. Bye.